Hello everyone, this is M. Sandeep Kumar and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Concepts of IIT Maths. So we are in the chapter of quadratic equations and under that we are in the subtopic of how to solve the problems containing greatest integer function and then least integer function. Where is it? Here, and then fractional part and then absolute value of x and then x. So in the previous videos we have discussed about greatest integer function, least integer function, fractional part. So here we are going to see how to solve the problems containing all this. What is the method of solving all this? So what is it? So first of all, let the problem contain all these terms. We will be eliminating one by one. So first of all, I'll make sure that I'll eliminate mod x. How we'll do this? So we will take mod x is equal to plus x or minus x based on the domain. So we will divide the problem into two parts. In case 1, we will take mod x is equal to plus x and then we will solve it. And then in case 2, we will take mod x is equal to minus x and then we will solve it. We will take the union of those two solutions. Okay, now. So first we will eliminate mod x. After eliminating mod x, the problem contains x and then fraction part of x and then ceiling of x and then step x. And next we will be eliminating the least integer function. How we will eliminate this? So we know that ceiling of x is equal to step x if x is an integer, and it is equal to step x plus 1 if x is not an integer, correct? So based on that, so we will convert least integer function in terms of the greatest integer function. We will convert the least integer function in terms of greatest integer function. So then the least integer function will be eliminated and we will be having x fractional part of x and then step x. So in this step we will eliminate x by taking x as step x plus fractional part of x. We know now that x is equal to step x plus fractional part of x. We will use this. X is equal to step x plus fractional part of x. We will use this and we will eliminate x. Now the equation contains only step x and fractional part of x. This is important equation. That's why I kept equation number 1. So I have got an equation containing only step x and fractional part of x. So keep this equation aside. Next you take this. Fractional part of x is always between 0 and 1. So in place of fractional part of x, using equation 1, you write something in terms of step x. In place of fractional part of x, using equation 1, you write something in terms of step x. And if you solve it, you'll get step x. What is step x? The possible values of step x from here. And using step x, you can also find what is fractional part of x from equation 1. Using step x, we can find the values of fractional part of x from equation 1. And after that, we know that x is equal to step x plus fractional part of x. So we'll substitute respective step x values and fractional part values, and then we will get automatically the values of x. So this is the method of solving. The problems containing these 5 terms. So we know that if we take an example, we can easily understand these concepts. So let us get into some examples where we will be solving the problems containing these terms. So let us go with our first example. Here is our first example. Solve 2 into step x is equal to x plus fractional part of x. So observe that this equation contains 3 terms: step x, fractional part of x, and also x. So as we have already discussed, we will first eliminate x by taking x is equal to step x plus fractional part of x. So put x is equal to step x plus fractional part of x in the first equation. So then what happens? We get 2 into step of x as it is. In place of x, I'll write this step x plus fractional part of x. In place of x, I'll write this. So plus fractional part of x as it is. So first x is written as step x plus fractional part of x. X is eliminated. Now the equation contains only 2 things. So if you take the step x left side, it is step x, because 2 step x minus single step x is equal to fractional part of x plus fractional part of x. You'll get 2 times fractional part of x. So this is the main equation of this problem. Because using this equation only we will find both step x and at the same time fractional part of x. So we know that fractional part of x is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 1. So from equation 2, fractional part of x is equal to step x by 2, correct? Fractional part of x is step x by 2 from equation 2. From equation 2. So multiply with 2 on both sides to eliminate this 2. You get 0 less than or equal to step x less than 2. Now you consider those values of step x in this interval. So step x can be equal to what possible values? What are the possible values of step x? It can be equal to 0 or it can be equal to 1 in this interval. Therefore, step x is equal to 0, 1. These are the two possibilities. Now if step x is equal to 0, if step x is equal to 0, then from equation 2, I told this is the main equation in this problem. From equation 2, what is the value of the fractional part? If step x is equal to 0, write down the equation first. Step x is equal to 2 into fractional part of x. Take step x is equal to 0. 0 is equal to 2 into fractional part of x. Therefore, fractional part of x is also equal to 0. If step x is 0, then fractional part of x is also 0. And what is the value of x now? What is x? X is equal to step x plus fractional part of x. That means 0 plus 0. Therefore, x is equal to 0. This is the first solution of this equation. This is the first solution of this equation. X is equal to 0. Now we have to get the second solution, right? So let us get the second solution. So to get the second solution, I will take a step x is equal to 1. So if step x is equal to 1, so take the second equation and substitute. Okay, first write the equation step x is equal to 2 into fractional part of x. Take step x is equal to 1. So 1 is equal to 2 into fractional part of x. So divide with 2 on both sides, you'll get fractional part of x is equal to 1 by 2. So if step x is equal to 1, then fractional part of x is 1 by 2. And therefore what is x? Finally we should find the value of x. So x is equal to step x plus fractional part of x. So step x is equal to 1 plus fractional part is 1 by 2, we'll get 3 by 2. So therefore the two solutions of x, what is it? Therefore the final solutions x is equal to 0, 3 by 2. These are the two solutions of this equation. So finally, if you want, you can verify whether they satisfy or not. Equation number 1. So this is an example which contains x, step x and fractional part of x. Now we will go to second example. Here is our second example. Solve. This is least integer function. Least integer function square is equal to step x square plus 2 into x. That means the ceiling of x square is equal to step x square plus 2x. So now this equation contains three things: x, then least integer function of x, and then step x. So what are we supposed to do? First of all, we will eliminate the least integer function by considering two cases. So in case 1, I'll imagine that x is an integer, and in case 2 I'll take that x is not an integer. First, if x is an integer, we know that the least integer function is equal to the greatest integer function. Both are same itself. If x is an integer, that is a property. So then what happens to the equation? Take the equation. So since these two things are equal, they'll get cancelled. You'll get 0 is equal to 2x. So therefore x is equal to 0. So I got a solution from case 1 when x is an integer. So if x is an integer, the first solution is x is equal to 0. Next, let us go to case 2. In case 2, I will take that x is not an integer. X does not belong to z. If x doesn't belong to z, we know that the ceiling of x is equal to step x plus 1. Then what happens to the equation? In place of ceiling of x, I will write this. So step x plus 1 whole square is equal to step x square plus 2x. So use a plus b whole square expansion now. A square plus 2 into a into b plus b square. A square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to step x square plus 2x. And observe that both sides step x square will get cancelled. So now we are left out with 2 into step x plus 1 equal to. Next we will eliminate x. As we have already discussed in our problem cycle, we will eliminate x by writing x is equal to what? So put x is equal to step x plus a fractional part of x. We will put this in the previous equation. So then what happens? 2 into step x plus 1 is equal to, so 2 times step x plus 2 times fractional part of x, correct? So I have taken x as this, I got this. Again 2 into step x will get cancelled. So I'll get 1 is equal to 2 times fractional part of x. And therefore fractional part of x is equal to 1 by 2. I got the value of fractional part which is independent of step x. I got the fractional part is equal to 1 by 2, but I never got what is step x. I never got the possible values of step x, which means that step x can be any integer. It means that step x can be any integer. Step x can be any integer because we didn't get to what is step x here. Step x automatically got cancelled. It means that step x can be any integer. So therefore step x is equal to n where n is an integer. Step x can be equal to any n where n is an integer. Therefore what are the possible values of x? X is equal to step x plus fractional part of x. Therefore x is equal to, step x can be any integer n plus 1 by 2. So this is the solution I got. That means I have got infinite solutions here. What are those infinite solutions? 1 plus 1 by 2, comma 2 plus 1 by 2, 3 plus 1 by 2, 4 plus 1 by 2, and so on. 0 plus 1 by 2, minus 1 plus 1 by 2, minus 2 plus 1 by 2. All these solutions are there. So these infinite solutions, and at the same time 0 also. Therefore the final solution is what? X is equal to, it can be 0 and it can be equal to n plus 1 by 2, where n is any integer. So this is the final solution of this example. Second example. We will go to the next example which contains modulus function also. Let us see the third example. Here is our third example which also contains absolute value of x. So absolute value function and then step x and then fractional part of x. So as we have discussed, in order to eliminate absolute value function, we have to consider two cases. Case 1, where the inside value is positive or equal to 0. That means what? Where 2x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. That is case 1, where 2x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. And in case 2, we will take where 2x minus 1 is less than 0. Remember that. Okay, now. So where 2x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. That means 2x is greater than or equal to 1 and x is greater than or equal to 1 by 2. Remember this. X is greater than or equal to 1 by 2. So let us start solving now. Since 2x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0, mod of 2x minus 1 is nothing but 2x minus 1, correct? So therefore the solution starts, it is 2x minus 1 plus of 2x minus 1 is equal to 3 into step x plus 2 into fraction part of x. So in the problem solving model, we are supposed to eliminate x first by taking x as step x plus fractional part of x. So that is the process. Minus 1 as it is equal to 3 into step x plus 2 into fractional part of x. So expand this, 2 into step x plus 2 into fractional part of x minus 1 is equal to 3 into step x plus 2 into fractional part of x. Observe that 2 into fractional part of x will get cancelled on both sides, and I will get minus 1 is equal to, take this right side, you get step x. So therefore step x is equal to minus 1. That means if step x is minus 1, then x will be where, ma? X will be, if step x is equal to minus 1, then x will be greater than, wait a second, x will be greatest integer function, correct? Greater than or equal to minus 1 but less than 0, correct? It must be somewhere between minus 1 and 0. Then the solutions, possible solutions are x can be any number between minus 1 and 0. But observe this. Our initial condition says that the solution must be greater than or equal to 1 by 2. and this is saying that x is in between -1 and 0. This is giving only negative numbers and this is giving only positive numbers. We don't have any common solution. So from case 1 the answer is no solution. From case 1 the answer is no solution. There is no common solutions in these two inequalities. There is no common solution. So therefore in case 1 we don't have any solution. So we will go to case 2. Let us see what happens in case 2 when 2x minus 1 is less than 0. So I am erasing this. We'll go to case 2. In case 2 we will take 2x minus 1 less than 0, which means 2x is less than 1 and hence x is less than 1 by 2. Correct? Remember this inequality. Since 2x minus 1 is negative, since inserting is negative, when I remove modulus, I will get minus of 2x minus 1. Correct? If I remove modulus, that is the properties of absolute value functions, is equal to. So therefore left side is actually minus 2x plus 1. Correct? The left side is actually what? Minus 2x plus 1. Now we will first eliminate x by taking x as step x plus fractional part of x. Minus 2 as it is. X is step x plus fractional part of x. Close the bracket, plus 1 as it is equal to this. So expand this, you get minus 2 into step x. Next minus 2 into fractional part of x plus 1 equal to 3 into step x plus 2 into fractional part of x. So keep step x terms on one side and fractional part on another side. So what do you get? If you take this left side, you'll get minus 4 times fractional part of x is equal to, if you take this right side, 5 times step x minus 1. 5 times step x minus 1. From this, can I say that fractional part of x is equal to, if I divide with minus 4 on both sides, I'll get 1 minus 5 into step x by 4. I have divided with minus 4 on both sides and I got this. Remember this, this is the main equation of this problem. This is the main equation of this problem. Equation number 2. Okay, equation number 2 or equation number 1, whatever it is. And we will use the property of fractional part. So we know that fractional part of x is between 0 and 1. In place of fractional part of x, I will substitute this. If we substitute, what happens? 0 less than or equal to 1 minus 5 into step x whole divided by 4 and less than 1. Let us multiply with 4 on both sides, and in all the three terms we will get 0 less than or equal to minus 5 into step x less than 4. And then you subtract 1, then you will get minus 1 less than or equal to minus 5 into step x less than 3. I have subtracted 1 now. So then, dear students, you take these two. If you take these two and if you multiply with minus on both sides, inequality will be reversed. 1 greater than or equal to 5 into step x, and hence 1 by 5 greater than or equal to step x. So which means this is saying step x is less than or equal to 1 by 5. Step x is less than or equal to 1 by 5, remember. And if I take these two, you will get step x greater than minus 3 by 5. What happened here? I have first multiplied with minus on both sides, the inequality is reversed. Then I divided with 5. So therefore, step x is greater than minus 3 by 5 and less than or equal to 1 by 5. But step x is an integer, remember that. So what are the possible integers between these two values? What are the possible integers between these two values? Between minus 3 by 5 and 1 by 5? The only possible integer is x, step x is equal to 0, correct? So therefore, I have got step x is equal to 0. I have got step x is equal to 0. After finding step x, we should find fractional part of x. Substitute in the equation number 2. Take step x is equal to 0, the only possible value. You will get fractional part of x is equal to 1 by 4 only. Will you get it? Fractional part of x is equal to 1 by 4. I'll write here. So in equation 2, if you substitute step x is equal to 0, in equation 2, you will get fractional part of x is equal to 1 minus 5 into 0. So that means you will get 1 by 4. So step x is equal to 0 and fractional part of x is equal to 1 by 4. We should actually find what is x. So we know that x is equal to step x plus fractional part of x. Step x plus fractional part of x. So step x is 0 and fractional part of x is 1 by 4. Therefore, the only solution for this question is x is equal to 1 by 4. The only solution for this question is x is equal to 1 by 4. Therefore, the only solution. And moreover, check whether this solution is less than 1 by 2 or not. The solution that I got 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is less than 1 by 2. Yes, it is satisfying. Therefore, the only solution is x is equal to 1 by 4. That is the only solution for this problem. You can also verify by substituting x as 1 by 4. If you want, you can verify it. So dear students, I hope you understood this concept of solving the equations containing mod x, x, step x, and then ceiling of x, and at the same time fraction part of x. So I hope that you understood this. So if you have understood this well, please like the video, share it, subscribe it, and moreover refer your friends. Let the channel grow. Thank you dear students. We will continue with next topic in next class.